Folks, a lot of you are asking for my full testimony. Again, I'm Cecil Pearson Jr., and I posted a video on here about being dead for 38 minutes on May the 2nd, 1985. And a lot of folks want the full testimony. I want you to understand, from my full testimony, I would have to go all the way back to 1967. And that's why I say, if you want me to come to your church or come to a social hall or a gymnasium, a football field, a school auditorium, I don't care where. If you need me to come somewhere, I'll be more than happy to try to get to you. Now, understand that I'm retired, and my retirement's not that much. So I have to rent a car, because I drive an old beat-up car. So I have to rent a car that'll make it to wherever I'm going, and then I have to get there. And I can only do about one trip a month. That's about all I can do because of my financial situations. And I don't charge for my testimony. If you want to pay for the gas, if you want to feed me while I'm there, I'm a fat guy, so I like to eat. I don't have any problem with that. And if you want to provide a place to sleep, that's okay too. But I don't charge for my testimony. The only thing I ask is, if you want to take up a love offering, good. But make sure you get it before I get started, because once I get done, they might not want to give nothing. Because I tell the truth. I don't water it down, I don't doctor it a bit, and I don't care whose feelings I hurt when I say what I have to say. I kind of go like Paul, and I kind of go like Peter. I tell the unadulterated truth, and that's the way it has to be. So, yeah, I do answer the emails that you guys send. I read every single one of them, and I try to answer them all. And if I miss one, I'm sorry. But I do appreciate the emails, and I do appreciate all the condolences on the loss of my wife. But I really do think that she would be proud of me today with the things that I'm trying to get done. It hasn't been easy, and my heart's still broken. But I know where she is, and I know why she's there. And that's all that matters right now. But I will tell you just a little bit. In 1967, I was born at a hospital in Florida, and we're not going to go into the whereabouts and wherefores, because I don't want my identity stolen, because I give you my real name. But in 1967, if you were born 8 months or 7 months premature, you had a hard time. They didn't have all of the stuff back then that they have today to help babies live outside the womb too early. Well, folks, I was born at 6 months. 6 months pregnant my mom was when she had me. I weighed less than a pound. And I wish I'd have got it down. I'd have showed you my little baby picture over there. I reckon it won't hurt nothing for me to walk over and show it to you. That way you can see what I looked like the day they brought me home after I'd been in the intensive care there for a little over a month. That's a little old bitty thing, ain't it? But what you need to understand is, the hospital I was born in didn't even have an incubator. So, my incubator was an orange crate with some blankets packed into it. And one of the hospital maintenance guys had an old drop light like you use in an auto shop. And they put a little light bulb in it and put it in the orange crate with me to keep me warm. They pretty much give me up for dead, but I surprised them and I lived. Thank God. I guess he, even back in 1967, seen what was going to happen in 1985. I'm not certain, but I'm pretty sure he did. Well, my folks weren't normal folks. I had colic a lot, so my mama used to catch my daddy with his back turned, and she'd give me a bottle that had Coca-Cola in it. About an ounce of Coca-Cola. and about a half ounce of Jack Daniels. So I'd sleep through the night and wouldn't bug her so she could sleep through the night. Now, folks, today, I can take a gallon of Jack Daniels and drink it and be sober as a judge. Because I had drank it for a little over a year of my life as a child. Now, I don't drink anymore, but I used to drink like fish. And, like I said, my folks weren't normal, and we'll leave it at that. We won't get into that part of the testimony just yet, because that's rough. That's real rough. But what people are wanting to know more and more and more about is what heaven looks like and what hell looks like. So I'm going to try to do a video tomorrow on the details that I can remember about heaven. Every detail that I can remember. And then the next day, I'm going to do a video on every detail that I can remember about hell. I'm going to tell you about the operating room. I'm going to tell you about the different floors of the hospital that I remember, and how I was able to convince the doctors that I had actually been out of my body. I'll tell you all of that stuff, but those will come tomorrow. I'm going to make 2 videos tomorrow. One of them's going to be about heaven, and one of them's going to be about hell. So, y'all keep praying for me. I'll keep praying for y'all. I promise I do. The names that I've got and people who have asked for prayer, I'm praying for you. Know that I'm praying for you 2 or 3 times a day. I love you guys. I swear I do. So y'all keep your chin up. And remember, God loves you more than I do.